Hey, what's up, everybody? Alf here, wishing you a happy Monday. And boy, do we have some news to talk about. So, we've got a brand new community day coming. I'm going to let you decide for yourself how you feel about it, but I'm, of course, going to reveal and talk about that in a moment. It's also rotation day. Goodbye to Great League and Sinnoh Cup. Hello to some Ultra League formats in GBL. We'll talk a little bit about that, too. So, first, and without any further ado, why don't we take a look at our next community day? Well, there you go. Our next community day is going to be Hoppip. There was a lot of speculation that maybe this would be the one. It was the most likely to fit into a community day while unveiling and releasing a Johto shiny ahead of Johto Tour. I will say it's a little bit, it kills the value a little of Johto Tour because obviously you're going to not need shiny Hoppips anymore, but it is a great shiny line. There's a lot to digest with this community day because there's actually a couple pretty neat things. I haven't even talked about the move yet, but it's triple Stardust. Y'all need it. There's bonus raid passes, which is the first time they've offered this, so free spin passes. And then this last one is kind of interesting. We're going to break this down a little bit. So Sky Plume, which is the middle stage evolution, is going to be spawning in parks. And for catching Pokemon in parks, you're going to receive bonus XLs. We don't know exactly what bonus XLs mean, but usually that means something like a guaranteed plus your random. Now, we did ask for clarification from Niantic, and they did provide it. When they say spawning in parks, what that means is that anything that has a nest in it, basically, is going to likely replace the nest spawns with Hoppip and Sky Plume, and you're going to get bonus XLs for catching those nest spawns. I don't know exactly how they're going to pull that off, but that is kind of how they're planning to do it. So if you can play in a park, if you've got a good dense one, they'll probably be excellent. Remember that Jumpluff is a Pokemon that probably will require some XLs for you to run it, even at Great League level. It does not actually get very big. This is not a community day where you need to worry about Ultra League. None of these Pokemon are ever going to be able competitive. I believe Jumpluff maxes at 1850 CP in that range. So, but we do also have a move. We don't have all the information yet, but it is looking pretty interesting. So let's take a look at that. All right, and what we know is that Jumpluff's community day move is going to be acrobatics. We know damage, just like last time they gave us a damage number. No, it does 110 damage. We do not have an energy cost yet, nor do I have any real indication of what that energy cost is going to be. But there's a couple things to keep in mind about what we do know. First and foremost, there's already a flying move that does 110 damage in trainer battles. It's Hurricane. I can't imagine that this move will be worse than Hurricane. So that gives us an immediate start at 65 energy. There are also a number of other community day moves that do 110 damage. In fact, quite a few of the very, very good ones, say Blast Burn does 110 damage. I don't know that acrobatics will be that good, but my guess is that puts us somewhere around 50 to 55 energy, which is actually going to do a lot for our friend Jumpluff in Great League. One of the things that kind of stinks about Jumpluff right now is that it is basically not functional as a flying type. Aerial Ace is its only flying type move that's worth a damn, and unfortunately it's not very good. Jumpluff typically loses to Pokemon it should beat, something like a Medicham. You really don't have much of a hope. Now, what I've done is I just went ahead and simply gave it a whirl simmed on Sky Attack, which is going to do significantly less damage than Acrobatics. However, it's at least a reliable, faster firing flying move, and you pick up a lot of wins. Jumpluff goes from being something that can't even reliably counter the things it's supposed to by its typing to a pretty reliable counter and break up to, say, something like Medicham and Azu. I think it's going to be pretty good. We still have to wait. This is definitely slightly different than Icicle Spear because we had some clues about what that move would look like. At this point, we don't. What we do know is that I would wager one of two things we're going to find out. It's either going to have an effect and it's going to look more like a nuke with an effect. Think Volt Cannon, or think Aeroblast, or it's going to be just an effective, well done damaging move, something like Sludge Bomb, which is also 110, or Sludge Wave is 110. But there's a whole bunch of moves that fall into that category, and since we're getting this only on Jumpluff, just like last time where we're only getting it on Walrein for now, they can overtune this move because they want to make Jumpluff a thing. and they can do that. Acrobatics can be learned by a number of other Pokemon. There's a ton of Pokemon that can pick it up, but they can start here and see how it does, and then slowly but surely add it to other Pokemon. I wouldn't be surprised, for example, to see both Acrobatics and Icicle Spear added to Pokemon at the beginning of the next GBL season, because they have them now in the pool. So that's pretty interesting. I think it's going to be a great community day. Obviously, Triple Dust is great, and we can't really complain to that. But we do have some other stuff to talk about. We got to talk about today's new formats and what we're going to be battling in Go Battle League. And on that note, of course, yes, again, it's Ultra League season. We have 2 different formats that'll run from the 24th to the 7th. You have Open, regular Ultra League, and you have Ultra Premier Classic. Now, I know Premier Classic was a favorite format for a lot of you over the last couple seasons. It is going to be a little different. Actually, both of these formats going to look a little different this time around. Why is that, you ask? Well, Walrein. You are probably sick of Walrein if you've been playing Great League. Well, I have news for you. It's actually better in Ultra League than it is in Great League. And I do think you're going to see a lot of Walreins. In particular, I think you're going to see a lot of Walrein plus Trevenant. There are very few Pokemon that reliably break up those 2 Mons. There are very few things that handle it. So if you're going to be playing Ultra Premier Classic and you can find a way to sneak in one of those core breakers, my top pick right now is Obstagoon. I do find that Obstagoon is pretty solid there, and I think you can also, in many cases, run Walrein or Trevenant, especially Trevenant, which does decent against Walrein and pretty decent against itself, and still have that power without committing to being absolutely sort of run over by people who are looking to hunt it. But that is going to be a very powerful looking squad, and something that I think if you're playing Ultra Premier Classic today, you're gonna need to be prepared for. That's my plan. Open Ultra League I do like. I think both of these formats will be relatively fun. Walrein is going to be good there, but I will say that Premier Classic especially, you're gonna want to be ready. I think you'll see a lot of teams looking, either playing that or looking to hunt that on the first couple days. So be ready for it, be prepared for it, and make sure you get those wins. I'm going to go ahead and leave that with you. Short video today, but we got a lot of fun stuff. You'll have a ton more coverage of these formats coming, and let me know what you think about Hoppip. I think it seems fun. It's a new release shiny, which is usually my baseline for wanting to enjoy a community day. Looks like the move is going to be pretty decent, and hopefully it means that we're all going to have a reliable sort of replacement for Tropius that we can be happy about using for those of you who have not been able to acquire one. So I appreciate you watching. Make sure to hit that like and subscribe button for me. Helps grow the channel, and I'll see you next time.